Heat 14 podcast and Avery. We said it last night in our drunken slumber, and I'll say it again. Our Toronto Blue Jays are going to the World Series. You said it a million times. We were made aware of that this morning. I am still in absolute shock. I am still in absolute shambles. But now I have more clear of a mind to break down everything that happened in that game and in the series. How are we feeling, man? How are we feeling?
I do want to apologize for cutting you off all the time last night. I want to apologize for the state we were in. But if I listen to a podcast, like I'm a podcast listener, and if my favorite podcast that I listen to didn't put out a show for my morning commute the day after the biggest thing that's ever happened in the podcast history, I would be as disappointed as it comes in those people. So,
For sure.
sorry to the people for the state I was in. But I felt like I would have been doing a huge disservice to everyone if we didn't have something for the commute, at least.
We had a lot of people tweeted us saying that was the best podcast we've ever done. I couldn't get through it. I tried to listen. I was like, I sound so dumb. I am so drunk in this. So
My favorite one, John, because I remember it from was you saying Trevor Hoffman was throwing the knife.
yeah, that's kind of what it's. I mean, he looked like Trevor Hoffman, for Christ's sakes. He punched out the sides, so technically I wasn't wrong. But just an awesome series, man. And to slay the dragon, the Toronto Blue Jays had to do what they did all year: backs against the wall, 9 outs to play with. And the Seattle Mariners went to Bizzardo, who pitched the day before 2 innings. Like, I know our fans want to talk about the John Schneider, Brendan Little type of thing. Thank God that's gone in the wind. We don't have to worry about that ever again. But Mariners fans and pretty much everyone around baseball is going bananas over that decision to go with Bizzardo against Springer for the third time in 3 games. Like, I don't know if you saw that sequence that they did. They tweeted it, but he kept throwing splitters in to Springer.
Okay.
And third time's a charm, I guess. He kind of hung one on the third time, and Springer hit one to hell.
He hit a fastball though, I thought.
Sorry, it was fastballs in.
Sinker, yeah.
He threw sinker, correct. He threw three straight at bats. He got Springer. I'll go game by game. He got Springer to ground out to first base on that really cool nailer play where he flipped it when he dove when they were playing the shift. Ground out the game before, and then yesterday he threw the exact same pitch, the exact same arsenal. And this is a team that is so prepared, so good offensively to essentially throw the same thing to a guy who's at that point expecting it because you got out on it multiple times, was absolutely insane. And George Springer, with the biggest hit of our lifetime, hits a home run over the left field fence. I saw people tweeting like, is this bigger than the Bautista? I saw a TSN going around the office saying, what was the bigger home run, like the Bautista one or that? That clears the Bautista one by a trillion, right? Like, that's not even remotely close. The Bautista one was in a division series. This was to send you to the World Series and to win a pennant. This shouldn't even be like a discussion. It goes Joe Carter, Joey Bats, Joe Carter, George Springer, Joey Bats, the Edwin home run. That's how it should go. That's the exact pecking order. And honestly, maybe even the Roberto Alomar home run against Dennis Eckersley might be even above the Joey Bats one. But just, I can't believe all of the hard work, all of the ups and downs in George Springer's career. And we talked about it. We said this last year of his contract next year should be a going away party, like a celebration of an awesome Blue Jays career. It's house money if he does well. And now we have that memory of George Springer, who was kind of the first domino to fall, aside from Ryu, to sign here and have a signature moment. That was why he signed here. So what an awesome, awesome moment for Toronto Blue Jays fans. And I am so happy we didn't stream that. We deserve to be in the fucking building for that. I hate to pump our tires. We deserve that shit. That was awesome.
Yeah, so I went and did some scrolling. I mean, the best scrolling day until we hopefully win a World Series.
It was
right?
like that meme of all the phones, and it's like liking everything. It's like the bots, just like liking me liking every tweet I see about the Blue Jays. But just unbelievable, man.
There's a lot of. I totally agree. Second biggest swing in franchise history, George Springer. Like it's not the Joe Carter one, but it's bigger than the Joey Bats. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
some George Springer tidbits. He has the most postseason championship win probability added of any position player in history of baseball. Like he's a postseason player, and you know that from he's up there and close to top five home runs postseason all time. But yeah, number one championship win probability added. There has been four go-ahead home runs in the seventh inning or later in a winner-take-all postseason game while trailing. Four of them. George Springer, Pete Alonso, Howie Kendrick, and Hal Smith. Four of them. And only Springer and Alonso were ones that were trailing by multiple runs at that time. His go-ahead home run is the highest championship win probability added swing in ALCS history. The biggest swing in ALCS history. Um,
Oh man, we used to pray for times like this, man.
yeah. And championship win probability added. That was the biggest swing since game seven of the 2006 NLCS in LCS terms.
Wow. And
George Springer, man, that was as special as it gets. A an unbelievable moment. I have watched the videos time and time again today. You cannot stop me from watching that video more and more.
what a horrible pitch. I'm sorry. That is a that is a pitch that right when it leaves your hand, you go, uh-oh. Like, and I wanted to give a little bit of more of a background for people because we mentioned it briefly on the podcast in all different areas. So I'm more peace of mind and clear mind now so I can explain it. But George Springer's dad was in Seattle, right? Like, and he heard the Mariners fans screaming absurd shit about his son, clapping when his son got hurt, and waving when he got taken out of the ball game. For his dad to experience, I know his dad's experienced a million insane moments. I mean, his son was a World Series MVP, two-time World Series champ, but it's two-time or one-time? Two-time, right, Dave?
well, definitely MVP. I don't know how many times, George.
It might be one. Because they won it when he was with the Jays.
Yeah, I can look that up
Yeah.
for you.
But anyways, for his dad to be able to experience that and George to be able to experience that against a team who I'll say they probably fucking hate the Mariners. George and his family. That's not really a hot take. They give it to him hard online. And his dad sees it. And his dad is the most even keel human being. And his by the way, his dad's name is George as well, which rocks.
So sick.
Um, but his dad just I kept doing the peek in the right side of my eye because dad was sitting beside us, like in the section or row beside us. And right when George hits it, he just sits down. And like all the parents run over to him and hug him, and then he gets up and starts going bananas like Bassett's dad and everyone else went insane. But truly, what a moment. What a moment that we got to be a part of in the family section. Some are saying it saved the season when Miss Schneider told us to come over to that section. You were a little bit hesitant on it, I will say. But
I don't like inserting myself to play like I'm not the one talking to them, so I don't actually know if
but yeah,
they
she invited. I wasn't like me going,
yeah.
we're coming to the family section. It was like,
No,
Johnny, she
exactly.
literally said, Johnny, get your ass to this family section right now.
Yeah. No, exactly.
So
I was fine. I was fine to switch something up. So I had no problems. I was just like, we need to change these seats because absolutely nothing is working. Like Dan Wilson, man, still thinking about that too. Those pitching changes, I think, were awful yesterday. Like I don't.
why did the thing is, Avery, what I can give credit to John Schneider, he managed game seven. He managed his dick off game seven. He went with his top dogs. Dan Wilson went with his top dogs until crunch time. He went with his top dogs. Why not go to Munoz or whatever his name is for the top of the order? Why would you go to Bizarro who threw yesterday? Like, when was the last time we saw Andres pitch? Munoz. When was the last time we saw him pitch? Friday?
It would have been the game they won. Yeah.
So Friday, like this is a guy who you've seen twice the entire series, right? It's not like a guy Bizarro threw 3 or 4 times this series.
Yeah.
Just a crazy bonehead move, and I wish I can say I feel bad for the Mariners fans, but the losers that work on the radio stations there, Salk or whatever the fuck his name is, that guy's a clown. Is just insufferable. So I really I don't feel bad. Like they
No.
still can't even give the Jays credit. I think,
I
which
think that's just sports radio, what it is
fair, but
these days,
like
right?
people say we're too hard on other teams. Like we don't give like we were giving the Mariners flowers the entire series about how good they are. And I think a lot of Toronto sports media was doing that. Maybe it's just a different landscape of media, whatever. But I cannot believe that was the move they made because I'll be honest with you, man, they weren't sniffing Brian Wu. They were not. They weren't sniffing Brian Wu. I mean, he gave up the hit to Addison, then they pull him after. Or they walk Addison, right? Yeah, they walk
Um,
out. Brian Wu walks Addison, then they go to the bullpen, and then IKF 0-2 single up the middle, and then bunt and then Springer. But um, that was the closest thing for me as an out of body experience I think I've ever felt. Like that was everything going well. You had Bassett throwing 97. Gossman looked insane out of the bullpen, got an awesome double play ball, and then Hoffman gets you three punchies. I think this fan base now has to learn to respect Jeff Hoffman because his playoff performance so far has been nothing short of insane. That Mariners series, he gave up 0 runs, I believe it is. Zero
I,
runs in the play.
yeah, I can't remember him in this series giving up a run. Let's see if I can go to his game logs quickly. But uh, yeah, nothing. 4 appearances, nothing against the Mariners.
He's given up 1 run the entire playoffs. Hoffman, knock on wood.
He
But
gave up he gave up 1 hit against the Mariners in 2, 4, 5 innings. Like he has been really good, and like it's not like the stuff is getting a massive boost, and
it's
it's
not
not.
97. It's not like we're seeing an uptick with the adrenaline or anything along those lines. He
Well,
has been absurd. And I think
it's just dog days sometimes, John. Sometimes you get out there and you just got to find a way to get people out, and he's done that. But I can't believe he's striking all these people out too. There's been him and one other guy have faced 3 batters and struck out all 3 in the final inning of a game 7.
that's it.
Calvin Schiraldi in 1986. I don't know Calvin Schiraldi, but yeah,
Great
all
player.
three, all 3 of them.
Great player. I think it Jeff Hoffman, what is there left to say? I mean, by the way, was that Julio Rodriguez at bat one of the worst of all time?
If
That was a I'm trying to do too much at bat. He didn't get one strike.
wasn't close to a strike.
He didn't get one strike and you have the MVP on deck. Your approach should be all right, let's just get the bat let's get Cal in the batter's box. He didn't even do that.
No, yeah, that's a keep it moving, like get the next guy up type moment, right? Um,
Some of the worst swings I've ever seen.
yeah,
Genuinely.
that sucks to end Julio that way because he had an awesome game.
Yeah.
Like he
And that's
really
how
was.
he'll be remembered, unfortunately. That's the shitty part about it. Like that's
Yeah,
how he'll be remembered in that game, right?
he really was great that game. So thank God that at bat happened. But my favorite inning, besides the obvious 7th inning one, is the 8th inning because it had everything. It had ups. The ups were Chris Bassett looking awesome, just as a cool of an outing as possible. And then it had like lows because Jays had runners on first and third, none out. And Addison Barger hits a
Oh,
baseball as hard as I've ever seen. Um, just if Naylor's a right-handed glove, I think there's a chance he doesn't catch it. Like that's
you
how.
said that. You said that to Miss Schneider.
Yeah, I was like, okay, if
Yeah.
he's reaching across his body, that's different. But Barger smokes the ball. Ernie gets doubled off. Then IKF's after him, right? And he grounds out. So it's like we had a chance, a prime opportunity off Munoz too, to add on some runs. I was like, insurance would be great here and make everyone in this building feel a lot better about going into the 9th inning, no matter who was going to pitch that 9th inning. Obviously, it was going to be Hoff. And then Jeff Hoffman gets out there and he strikes out the side to win it. It was a beautiful way to end the game. I know I said it was beautiful a million times. I will never go back and watch the podcast yesterday because
No, that's lost in the archives of my brain that I will not listen.
yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry about that, but like, what a baseball game, man! What a baseball game.
Just an awesome game and an awesome series. I mean, this series had everything, Eve. We got shit kicked at home. This time last week, we were talking to you guys saying, just get the series back to Toronto. We were plus 440 to win the series on this day last week. And what the hell did our Bluebirds do? What did our Bluebirds do? They took 2 of 3 in Seattle and then took 2 at home. They went 4-5 in the last 5 games to win a series and win a pennant. And their pitchers were awesome. I mean, not the Mariners. I meant the Jays starters were pretty good this series.
Yeah, Bieber was the only stinker, right?
Bieber, like game 7 was the really only bad one. Like
Everything
Gossman
else,
game 1 was awesome. Trey game 2 was okay. Didn't have his best stuff. Still kind of worked around it. Game 3 Bieber was awesome. You had Mad Max, who was ridiculous, who we met last night. Awesome guy. Just every starter kind of shifted the narrative. Like, all right, our starting pitching, if they could turn it up a little bit against a good lineup like that, not that bad. Not that bad. So shout out to the starters. And obviously shout out to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for getting the monkey off the back, the entire narrative around him, and winning an ALCS MVP. Seeing him cry made me like, wow, there has never been a player, I think, for the Toronto Blue Jays in my lifetime that genuinely cares like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and shows it. We didn't have a Joey Bats crying moment. We didn't have any of like the Edwin crying moment. This guy was tears looking up in the stadium and did that awesome thing we always talk about with the players if they get a chance to take a step back and realize how cool stuff is. He got to do that. He got to do that.
It's nice to see people care. I think
like
that's
as much as we do, Abe, right? Because we always
Yeah.
talk about it. It's like, do the players care as much as the fans? I'll tell you what, Vladdy cares as much as the fans. And his cousin told me they are the most superstitious family of all time. I texted him. I was like, I have to text you the exact same thing I texted you before game 6. And same time, bingo bango, we text each other the exact same thing at the exact same time before the game. So I'm going to have to do it again. But they said they do the same routine, everything, when things are going well, and he's doing that. So keep doing that shit, Vladdy. Keep doing that, man, because now we got other fan bases saying, I wish my superstar would show up. I don't know if you saw, Avery, but the Christian Yelich playoff stats. Oh, my God.
Well, no one on the Brewers did anything, right?
Fair.
Like they got dismantled by the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So I can understand that his playoff stats probably weren't very good.
Even in his career, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm looking at the box score here too, John. Every Blue Jay who started had a hit. Every Blue Jay who started had a hit. Only one person had 2 hits. That was Dalton Varsho. Like
That is ridiculous.
That's as fun as it gets. That's why you do 6 strikeouts. Like, oh man, I can't believe it. Do you think someone other than Chris Bassett would have pitched in the 8th inning if that thing didn't go as quickly as it went?
I think with him already warming up, I think that was just what it was going to be no matter what.
Well, I'm just say Chris Bassett hasn't warmed up.
You threw Sir Anthony early, right?
Yeah.
Like I think that was going no matter what. And Bassett had the most rest aside from Braden Fisher, right? But I know people wanted Braden Fisher, but his home splits have been a little bit scary, right? I mean,
Well, he's a road demon. Yeah.
He's a road guy, roadhead guy. Yeah, so I really don't know, but I do think it was always going to be that was the plan. Gausman Bassett. I really do. Especially with how early they threw Sir Anthony Avery, right? Like
True.
they threw Sir Anthony fairly early, and Gausman had an awesome comment yesterday to us when we were talking to him. He goes, my dad called me after the game, and he goes, you got the win on a relief appearance in the playoffs, and you started 2 games. The first win you got in the championship series was as a relief appearance, was as a reliever. What a guy Kevin Gausman is, man. Truly, I love talking to him, and he's one of the best. We had awesome conversations yesterday.
He's the happiest soul of all time. He really is.
Me and him were dancing. It was awesome. It was awesome.
He's
But
cool. I just I'm just looking at this stuff here. The pictures that they use just hilarious to get through all this one. Bieber, Varland, Dominguez, Gausman, Bassett, Jeff Hoffman. and they went.
That's what they call Avery throw in the kitchen sink. That's what they call that. They
Yeah,
threw the kitchen sink at the Mariners.
and even the Mariners here, like Kirby to Woo, is as good as it gets. You would
Two
think.
really good pitchers.
George
Yeah.
Kirby had locked in at that point. I was so happy he was gone. It it had to feel a lot like the Kikuchi Barrios thing. Like, okay, we can't. This guy's finally locked in. Can't hit him, but oh, they just took him out. But Wu had a clean next inning. I know walked first guy, but then got a double play. He was fine. So that move worked out. But the Bizardo one, yeah, I still think that'll be the interesting one. And Dan Wilson, that will haunt him. That move, yeah. You just
It
try
is
and get as
funny
many
seeing.
outs
Will
from
it
your
get
best
talked
guys.
about like the Barrios move, Avery? I don't know.
Um, no, because the Barrios move was talked about like it was breaking baseball, and that was my least favorite part of it.
Fair. Fair.
The the Wilson move will just be you put the wrong reliever in that spot, right? Like they're not going to do the Kirby Woo talk. I think like I don't think that was that bad of a decision because it Brian Woo got hit in his third inning, right? Like the
I mean,
runs came.
Kirby looked pretty fucking good too,
I know
man.
I would have kept Kirby. I was like that guy's cruiser got kind of got no chance right now. Kind of got no chance.
They really didn't. Like Kirby had it. I mean, the velo tick was up. And I don't know if this is maybe just the dumb comment to say, but because those guys have never been there and you've seen the uptick in the velo, do you think we see that for the Dodgers series, Avery? Like, do you think we see guys because they've pitched in this environment before? Like, they won the World Series last year. Yamamoto pitched in this. Glass now pitched in this. Do you think we see a type of an adrenaline jump like we saw with young, hungrier pitchers like Kirby, like Gilbert, like guys like that? I really don't know.
I don't know. I just think they're so good that even if they're not get the velo jump, it's still a insanely scary
Yeah, fair.
stat.
That's a fair. But I just again, I think a
It's
lot of
it's
that.
definitely something to think about. Like I had never thought about that, but Kirby was definitely amped a little bit, but he got it under control and he was able to harness that into some great pitching.
Yeah,
Truly, truly really good.
because like, could you imagine Yamamoto goes out there and we're seeing 100 from?
You might get a little bit of that, yeah. You
Yeah,
might
like
you might get a
that's
little.
scary. But who do you think goes game one, Abe? Trey? Gotta be,
Yeah,
right?
I think you should no, I think you should rest Gosman probably.
Yeah.
Right, like Trey would be on normal rest to go Friday
I can't
after
believe we're saying this. Trey Savage is potentially starting a game one of a World Series.
it's either him or Max, right?
Max against Yamamoto?
Well, it doesn't matter who they're matching up against, like,
Fair.
right? Like it's who this team has available to pitch. So it's like
True.
maybe it's
I think it's a higher chance we see Savage, Abe, than
I'd agree. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
trying to go. I think there shouldn't Kevin shouldn't throw game one.
Yeah.
Like I would like to see him game three probably. Like get him that rest.
Yeah. I mean, he did his
Because
velo
what
was up.
if you throw game three? I hate doing this because I never ever look in advance.
It's a day in between again.
So he'd be able to line up for seven.
Yeah. Well, so here, this is what it will be.
Yeah,
Um,
please help me out on that. I
yeah,
never.
it'll be so game three is on Monday. So it's Friday, Saturday, Monday. So he'd be going on, if you include the appearance from yesterday, which was Monday, full week's rest.
Okay. Think that could help out. Yeah.
But
So
could that fuck up his mojo though, Avery? Because y- yesterday's game was technically just a bullpen day for him, like he would throw regularly.
yeah, I don't know. It's like we get the best Kevin Gosman when he's
Would we be shocked if you see him on Friday though?
no, I wouldn't be shocked.
Because
It's
he
like
threw last Friday, and then he threw his. Technically, that's like a side day for him, albeit it was in a high leverage situation.
yeah,
But
you'll have some more miles on the arm and
yeah,
some more taxed.
I wouldn't rule actually, Avery. I wouldn't rule it out now.
Well, I think maybe they should just go Trey game one, him game two. Just
Fair.
if you have the chance
And then
to
you go Bieber game three again, no matter what, on the road, like we've been doing the entire series,
sure.
the entire playoffs.
Yeah, sure. And then maybe you get Max again four. I don't know. That's they'll be able to figure out the same four guys. Um, yeah, same four guys are going to get starts. I would
Do we
think.
get
But like,
LA Max from that Unction game,
Yeah,
97.
that would be awesome. Kershaw wasn't on a, was he on a playoff roster?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't watch like any
I am
Dodgers.
begging the Dodgers to start Kershaw.
Oh, that would be a good going away gift is yeah, Kershaw start.
Oh, I need it. I need it so
Well,
bad.
he pitched great in that, didn't he, when he faced Max?
Yeah. But his
He-
last couple appearances, the last month or so, have not been.
yeah, I know. And even leading up to that one, I thought he had pitched poorly. But that was not the case. He pitched really well against the Jays that day. But
Yeah.
I mean, so Snell game one, Yamamoto game two is what I saw from the Dodgers.
Oh, so it's Snell game one.
Yes.
Okay.
So we
So
get
we're
some
gonna see
left.
David Schneider.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get on the
David Schneider will be starting game one of a World Series.
let's get on
That's
the
wild.
traject machine and let's see what we can
Let's
see if we
get
can party a
let's
little
get
bit.
some reads on Blake Snellzilla. Let's
Yep.
let's tap into the old 3 inning Blake Snell, where he walks a ton of guys but throws a lot of pitches but gets a lot of Ks.
Blake Snell had to have been a Mariners fan growing up, right? Was he?
No idea.
I
So maybe
know
he's taking this. He's taking this. This is a tough one for him.
he might. So he might have a little more. I know he was a. I thought he was a Pacific Northwest guy. So probably a Mariners fan growing up. ALCS. Anything more you want to like kind of touch on from everything? Because and from my perspective, you were there too. It felt over after two. You know you should never say it's over, but I was like everything's coming crashing down. The Mariners are playing good
The
baseball.
Cinderella runs over.
Yeah, that really sucks. So to have this type of comeback was awesome, man. And the Vladdy wearing the Austin Matthews jersey was such an insane thing to
Oh
do.
my God. This is this guy. You want to talk about putting your balls on the table. He wears an Austin Matthews jersey to a game seven, a guy who is 0-7 in game sevens with minimal points in those games, by the way. Austin Matthews has been kind of a pumpkin in game sevens in his entire career. He wears that, and the internet goes bananas. Like, Mariners money line, Mariners money line. What are you doing, Vladdy? And you know what Vladdy said? There's no such thing as a Leafs curse for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., my friend. No such thing. He immediately did that. And I saw a funny tweet from Ben Ennis where he said, Vl- uh, Vladdy has done more for the Leafs organization wearing that jersey to a game seven than Austin Matthews has in any game sevens of his career. But it was it was hilarious to see him. Like, I was driving to the game and I get you'd send me the tweet in our group chat and I go, oh no. I go, no, 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 Vladdy, no, no, no.
Oh, it
And
could have been anyone. It could have been any other
he could
team.
have wore a Kawhi jersey, a Joe Carter jersey.
Joe Carter would have been small. Like I would have liked that.
He aura farmed in a Leafs one, and Austin Matthews wore the Vladdy jersey tonight and just putting up an absolute pumpkin. Leafs are down 3-1. But it just there's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit. But that Vladdy moment was awesome. And I don't know if you saw this, Avery. Someone tweeted this, not a gambling show, but going into after the game, George Springer was minus 330 to win the ALCS MVP, and Vladdy was plus 380.
And they gave it to Vlad still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the most mispriced thing I've ever seen.
Or yeah, just they wanted to give it to Vlad. I don't. George was great in the series too, man.
He was really good. Double in the gap and on the Friday to take the lead. I think you'd even make the case, man, Ernie would have deserved it as well.
Yeah, didn't have as many of the big moments as those guys, right?
Sure.
But by volume, absolutely. So Sarah Lang's put this out. Seasons where the league championship series was swept and the other one went 7 games. This has only happened, started in 85. 2025, 2012, 2007, 2006, and 1988. Before this, all 4 of the other ones, the team that won the 7 games beat the other team that swept in the
Wow.
World Series.
And by the
So-
way, guys, we're going to be keeping the train rolling. I'm going to be wearing the same outfit. Me and Avery will be at game 1. Shout out Budweiser for that. But we will be at game 1. If anything changes, we'll obviously let you guys know. So there'll be no stream. But game 2 stream on the Saturday?
Sounds.
Might have to.
I'll be
Might have
watching.
to.
I'll be watching. We can
Those
see.
tickets, you have to take out a goddamn mortgage to get those tickets.
Yeah, that
And
was
people are
really
being shocked about it. Like, folks, this is like it's the resale market are the biggest losers on the planet. It is a bunch of bots
and
that just
Curtis.
yeah, that just resell these tickets and just absolutely price out the actual fans. And that's the unfortunate part of it. I know there could be laws on this, I believe. I believe there could be laws but again, I'm not a legal expert, so I have no idea. But there could be laws on how much you can upcharge stuff like that. And right now it's a free for all. And maybe in 10 years we're looking back on this, Avery, and going, do you guys remember when people would just charge $3,000 for a ticket they paid $500 for? And we're looking back at this and going, what the fuck? Like,
I
dude,
think everyone
general
agrees
admission.
that that there should be a cap on it,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Cap on profits. Like, you still, the people still get benefit from being early and getting the tickets early. They can only sell it for a certain amount of profit. I'm fine with that. But selling general admission for $1,800, let's give our head a shake here a little bit, right? I mean, what, like, those tickets were selling for $200.
That's insane.
I mean, something ridiculous. And if you pay that, credit to you because you don't know when you're going to see it again. I respect your decision to do that. But if you're going to pay $1,800 for general admission, I can I have some money? I don't know. Just insane stuff. So I'm so happy, Ave. And we still got 3 more days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, 3 more days to kind of just celebrate it. We're gonna go for dinner with Ernie tomorrow, and just kind of look back on what it's been so far, and kind of just talk and kind of just relax. And I can't believe how awesome this has been. This is when you and I started this podcast, Avery. Did we ever think it'd be like this? A
No,
team like this?
no, not at all.
We I said it to Gossman when we saw him. I was like, "Do you remember last year we went to Cherries, and we were just like." Essentially happy the season was over. You guys had 74 wins, just got swept by the Marlins, went to Cherries. Like now we're preparing for a World Series. The boys are going to go in that locker room early tomorrow or early Wednesday and do those massive World Series photo shoots with the trophies. And you get to bring that picture out, Avery, if they do it. The Kevin Gossman picture that our guy Cole took. Um, that is an awesome picture that could age so beautifully. That will be in the walls of Toronto man caves, Canadian man caves forever. That picture of Kevin Gossman turning around.
Yes, that it was the coolest picture when it happened, and the fact that they're now playing in the World Series makes it an even cooler picture. So I'm thrilled. Everything today was beautiful to watch. Uh, I went and did the Jason 30. I watched it 3 times. Fell asleep
Sure.
during the third one. That was a great way to kind of recap things, but nothing can make me feel as dead as it felt through the 6 innings. Like it truly felt dead. Had nothing. And then the comeback Blue Jays, what did they have for us? I tweeted that out as it was going. And they had their biggest comeback win yet in the massive moment. But
And,
I did
and the
try and
thing is, Avery, it was like it wasn't brewing, obviously, like it was dead in there. But I kept tweeting, I kept saying, like, there's no way the offense goes down like this, right? There's no way the offense goes down like this, right? And they didn't. They battled. And even when they had the lead, they showed that killer instinct to get to Munoz. Like that Barger swing was awesome.
yep.
Luckily, unfortunately, with the Blue Jays, nothing easy ever happened. So it turned out to be a double play. Then they only had a 1 run lead going to the ninth. And then Hoffman went nails mode. But I'm ecstatic, Abe. And a message to Gate 14 Nation. We said it on yesterday's pod drunkenly. This is the good old days, man. We talk about 2015, 2016. We saw people, losers saying, bring back double A. Double A never did this shit with the Jays.
Yeah, I did other places.
Yeah, but not with the Jays.
True.
You know, this is the good old days. We're going to be looking back in 10 years and going, man, this team needs an Ernie Clement. This team needs a Nathan Lucas. This team needs a Davis Schneider. Don't need to say that right now, though, because we got it. We
Yep.
got those fellas on this ball club. So Uh, World Series preview pod Thursday night, Dave.
We'll put it out Thursday during the day because we'll
Okay.
do it. We'll do it at the office, and then I'll put it out after that. To get that out. But I did ask for listener questions
Okay. So
for
listener questions. Yeah.
so we'll do those listener questions. Someone wants to know our thoughts on the J Rod crash out in the clubhouse after. Did you hear
I get
that?
it, man. I get it. I mean,
How's
that
Cal Raleigh crying too? Like the
you hate
most.
to see that. You hate to see it.
I mean, he's incredible season.
He is an awesome baseball player. The only bad part about Cal Raleigh is the baseball team he plays for, the cursed franchise. Like,
Tho-
and
Those
I
two
brought this
were
up, Avery. I brought this up in our group chat. Is the Mariners' curse worse or the same as the Bills going to four straight Super Bowls and losing? What would you prefer?
oh,
Four straight and losing. Sorry to Bills fans for PTSD. That'll let our Jays fans as well. Is Would you rather the Mariners, where it's you've never been to the championship in 50 years, or would you rather go to four straight and lose all four? What do you think?
for how much fun I had yesterday, I think I would do the Bills Super Bowl.
Oh my God, though, man. But like the empty hope of the third Super Bowl being like, oh, no way we lose three in a row, right? No way we lose four in a row. Like, I think that would break me for eternity, Ave.
Yeah, I don't know, but you get some good. Yeah, I would take the Bills. It would be heartbreaking no matter what, but I would take the Bills, I think. Like
Fair.
yesterday,
You still get the playoff wins.
you get the playoff wins, yeah, exactly, and you get the shot for what that's worth. I don't know if the Bills fans will say the same. How many Bills um like born before the Super Bowl Bills Mariners fans do you think there are? I would
None.
love to see them come out of the
If
woodwork.
you are, you're probably not listening to this podcast anyways. So I'm
No,
gonna,
for sure not. But
yeah,
that would be as bad of teams as you can choose to do that. But I think I would take the Bills.
it's fair.
Um, yeah, they want to know thoughts on the Matthews jersey and if the curse is broken. They've broken curses all year. The red jersey
You
curse.
did say that. Credit to you for sticking with your guns right off the rip. You went
Yep,
against the tide.
yep. If there was an ALCS MVP for pitchers, who would you give it to?
I think Hoff,
I think exactly right. Yeah,
right?
think
One
so.
hit, 5 innings.
Yeah,
Like for a closer?
yeah.
Yeah, I think it goes to Hoff, man.
Because Gosman pitched great, but didn't have. Like if you're,
Gossman might be Goss. Might be
yeah,
Goss. Yeah, might be
yeah. I
Goss.
mean, he went 5 2/3, 5 2/3. He gave up um, three earned runs in those. He probably gets it.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, should be definitely right about that one. Kev was awesome too. So, how crazy is it that Barger and the GOAT IKF got the rally started? One guy who didn't start on the team, and the other guy was a Pittsburgh Pirate this year.
It's IKF was playing in front of 5,000 people at PNC Park 2.5 months ago. And now he's getting crucial hits in a championship series. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I think hopefully now the people will lay off the IKF scrutiny that he gets every time he's in the lineup and just understand that he hits velocity. Hopefully. I mean, it's hard for some people to grasp that, the new bandwagon jumpers, but yeah. Shout out IKF. Awesome. IKF, Griff tweeted this out. IKF had an 800 OPS in the championship series. He
It
had
was
a
those
higher
doubles
OPS.
down the line.
He had a higher OPS than Varsho, Nathan Lucas, and one other guy, but he had the 800 OPS.
That's so good. Someone said, "Are we all in agreement that Vlad should get the C next season?"
I don't want to get the score guys pissed off for saying
Yeah,
that.
that's still pissing me off. They were so mad at that. Like
That
it
guy's a
wasn't.
fucking loser. Oh my
Oh,
God. I hate that guy.
come on. Why has Lauer not been used so far this postseason?
I'm really
Pretty
not sure.
dominant.
I think we're going to see him a decent amount maybe in the Dodgers series with all the lefties they have.
I think decent amount. I
Couple
think
times.
I think it should still be Brennan Little. Like I know it's gonna people are gonna hate
No, I
that.
think Fluharty's number one.
Sure. Yeah,
Did
I
we say
mean,
it on the pod yesterday? We told Fluharty that we started the MILF thing.
I
I don't
don't
remember.
I have no idea what we said
He was
yesterday.
fired up for that. He's like, "That was you guys?" Like, yeah. I was like, "Yeah."
He's a
He's like, "I
fun,
fucking love you guys."
he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Brendan Little, I would love to see him get another chance. And I know people aren't gonna want that, but redemption shot. Let's get back to it.
Sometimes you got to throw a guy right back into the fire, Abe, just
You're
like they
gonna
did with
have some
Hoffman.
you're gonna have some really good left-handers. They don't have a lot, but you're gonna have some really good left-handers if you got a chance to go in there and pitch against them. So not sure about that, but I would think Brendan Little's still the number two based on they're just not using Lauer at all. So
Yeah.
um what is more an impressive achievement? ALCS or the Golden Grapefruit. They've won everything so far.
We prepared them in that golf match. I'll be like,
Do you remember what you said in the golf match at the end?
no.
It's like when they win the World Series, that it's because of this moment or something
Yeah,
like that.
and we were getting some chirps from some parents in the family section about the golf match. Hoffman's dad was like, "How the fuck did you let them beat you?" Um, sometimes we do stupid shit. I don't realize how many people watch it, and I'm like,
That's
yeah.
that's the thing about the end.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, probably a lot of these families, like Ernie's parents and or Ernie's siblings, stuff like that, that were there. They're like, yeah, they were talking to me about it. I was like, yeah, I guess they could probably watch that now that I think about it, you know?
yes. Um, so we would love to hear your thoughts about Vladdy's leadership this postseason so far and since signing the contract. I don't know if he's that much of a he's probably not that big of a verbal leadership guy,
Effort.
but just yeah, effort he shows and passion on the field, I think that goes a long way. And just working hard.
He's I think, not to go hockey mode here, but he's type of guy that is a skill player that you see finish a check and you go, this guy's locked the fuck in. Like this is effort. Or like
Yeah.
forecheck like crazy. I mean, Vladdy has been as advertised, and he is well on his way, Avery, to being on that level of excellence. I don't think that's a hot take at all. That's not really.
And
I mean, that's probably going to happen at this point
yeah,
if he keeps this shit up.
if he doesn't end up on the level of excellence, we have had a colossal failure
Yes.
in whatever has happened for both sides. So
Yeah.
yes, it's being set up to every season. I don't know how many letters are in his name. Can't do that math that quick, but every letter they or every year they should just put one letter of his name up there on the level of excellence till
Beside Jose.
yeah, till it's all the way done. Who's gonna tell the Yankees fans that the division series wasn't our World Series?
They probably know it now. I mean, you want to talk about cuck behavior? They're now openly rooting for the Dodgers, the Yankees fans. It's like, are you serious? The team that like waxed you last year? And I think, Avery, if I could say one goal, this might be a cuck move from me. My one goal this World Series is to get at least 2 wins, so we have that over the Yankees. It's like, oh, we
Yeah.
lost the World Series, but we won two. You guys won one, and this team went and got Roki Sasaki out of the bullpen, Blake Snell. There's levels to this.
Yeah.
You know, we're just a little bit better than that team you guys had of the World Series last year.
Yeah. Last question here. What's it like making content this late in October for a team that's still alive? It's a it's a
I
grind.
don't know what to really say. Like, can we
We can
go
just keep
back to
getting
what we were
blessed
talking? What
with
were we talking about this time last year? Let me.
we were probably taking a break at this time
No, that would have
because
been over a month though. We didn't take a month break, did we?
it would have been. I remember doing a recap for the World Series, but like we just keep getting blessed with one more day to talk about ball.
Oh my God. I'm looking at it right now. Where was it? So there's
Because I know we had Wit for the end of the World Series.
yes, that is correct. So we had Whit Merrifield on November 3rd for the
Yeah.
World Series recap. This time last year we had Avery doing a video on Blue Jays prospect year in review and a Joey Loperfido pod. That's what we did last year
Yeah.
during this time. Now we're breaking down a championship series and a World Series.
So much better. So, well, all credit to the prospects.
How
But
about seeing Ross the Boss and Mark Shapiro lift up that championship series trophy? That was awesome.
the backwards hat Ross picture.
Oh,
is the funniest thing I have ever
The
seen in my
boss.
life.
And you know what's awesome, Avery, is I know people are like iffy with Rogers and whatever, but Rogers stepping in and committing that much to Vladdy to show that they want to win, and then immediately after it going to a World Series, that gets you in some good graces with these fans, man.
And I hope that that feeling is like addicting, right? Like winning
Look how
and
much money they're making, man. This is why you should want to spend.
I
This is why.
yeah, exactly, John. You are right. Like that it should be addicting, the feeling of winning, spending money, making money. I know they want to make more than it's obvious business way, but they go hand in hand. They absolutely go hand in hand. And another thing, I'm very excited for like amateur baseball in Canada for this run. It's had to have been like what the Raptors did for basketball in this
And yeah,
country.
now there's tons of like dogs.
People realizing baseball's a fun sport. I'm gonna get my kid into baseball, and it just helps at the grassroots level. So that's always something I've had in the back of my mind. And I'm like, it's big for baseball all over this
Well, you
country.
see it in Vegas, right? With the Golden Knights. Like they've like had to build a shit ton of hockey rinks
Really.
there, right? Like that's an effect that this type of run could have. And it's going to put more asses in seats next year. It just this is not a hot take. Best case scenario, going to the World
You don't
Series.
say? Yeah, yeah.
Going to the World Series is best case scenario. And I will say, not to get sappy or anything, but like getting to experience this with like you, Alto, and Curtis is awesome. Like those are two guys that got to experience like 74 wins last year. They went to the spring training with us last year. Curtis isn't the biggest baseball guy of all time, obviously. But like Trey asked me, he's like, does this guy know baseball, Curtis? I'm like, no, he has no fucking idea about baseball. But yeah, it's just it's cool that we
That's
get to
why everyone loved the whole run too, John. It's like the people you get to experience it with. It's like your parents that you get to talk to about it. It's like, oh, I remember 92, 93, and like having that bond with people. That's what make these runs so special as well, is like the people you get to share it with. And it's sometimes you should be spending more time with those people. Sometimes you can't. But no, it's great to bring people together too that have watched and loved this baseball team for that long.
And I got a last minute question here from Mike. What would be your plan for Bobachek going into this series? Second?
Oh man, I I think it would be DH. I don't know his actual health.
But do you want George with one leg in the outfield? Like Mark Shapiro came out with a quote yesterday, Avery, where he said George is playing with a trillion injuries.
That would be the thought that makes the most sense in my head, but I don't know like how hurt everyone is. I don't like watching Andres play shortstop has been great, and I really
I think
do.
you can't take Andres off shortstop,
Yeah, but you need Bo in there too. Like
but you
we
put him
can't.
at second though.
I don't know if you. They would switch him back if Bo can play the field. He's playing shortstop. Like
I hate that. I'm sorry, man. I'm a Bo guy. I hate that.
sure, yeah,
We
no,
have been blessed with Andres Jimenez D. Sorry, pause. Um, and it's like in my mind, I'm like, just can Bo just suck it up and play second?
he's been playing short. Yeah. I just don't think there's any way he would do that now in the World Series. Um, yeah, that's my thoughts. We'll see how this plays out, but the worst thing is like, yeah, we're just not. We should leave Bo off. It's like,
If you say
do you
that, your brain should get
do you
studied.
see who we're playing? Do you see who we're going up against? And we're gonna leave
Yeah,
Bo Bichette
we're
off the.
playing a super team, and hockey fans are tweeting, "Will it ruin the mojo to have Bo Bichette back in lineup?" I got great news. There's no such thing as mojo or momentum. All right, the Mariners had all the momentum going into Toronto and got shit kicked.
They did.
There's just no such thing. So,
They did.
anytime you could add a major league hits leader to a lineup, you do that. Okay. And in my opinion, the best lineup has Kirk, Vladdy, Bo Andres, interchangeable at the middle, Ernie at third, Barger in right, Lucas in left, and Barshow in center. That lineup bangs.
Yeah.
That lineup bangs.
Yeah. That's about the best we've got. That I'm good with that. But it will be nice to face a lefty. I know we all like only are facing tough lefties in the playoffs. That's what you get.
Yeah,
Like that, the numbers were great for them against left-handers, and I hope they can find a way against Snell. He's a special left-hander,
yeah.
but I hope they can find a way. I think that's it, John. Well, I don't even know what day of the week it is right now. Is it?
It's Tuesday.
Okay, so we'll let this one sit for a day, and we'll try and do something. Have it out like 5 o'clock on Thursday, the World Series preview. So we have that night, that commute into work on Friday to do it, and yeah, we will have that
Fair.
out for you.
Can do that. Thank you guys, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Hopefully, this podcast we were more thorough with our words that are just bouncing all over the place, saying I can't believe they did it. But the people love that pod. They love the drunk World Series. They love the drunk Game 7 pod. Hopefully, we do another one after they win a World Series. Hopefully, man. You thought I was drunk and Avery was drunk for that last night. You know nothing. You haven't seen nothing yet, brother.
Yeah.
So let's get a World Series, Ave, and let's enjoy the next couple days and reminisce and celebrate what an awesome season this has been, man. Our Toronto Blue Jays are going to a World Series, and the next time we'll talk to you will be a full-blown preview of Dodgers Blue Jays World Series 2025, man. Can't believe this is my life. Love you guys. Gate 14 forever. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and we'll talk to you guys Thursday.